What's going on, guys? My name is Nick and welcome to Olsen Auto. And in today's video, hopefully later today I'm going to pick up a new car, but I figured in honor I would do 7 things I hate about my 2005 Honda Accord Coupe. Now I'm also going to be making a video of things I like, so stay tuned for that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload that. Without further ado, let's get into some of the things I really don't like about this car. First thing that I really don't like about this car is its size. For a Honda, this thing is absolutely massive. This car has a 105-inch wheelbase, which puts it right about 9 feet. Compared to the Prelude, that's pretty similar, but the extra length in the trunk and hood of this car make it super long and super bulky. Since the Accord is typically an economy car or a commuter car, it's also very heavy, which is another thing I hate about it. Not only is this vehicle absolutely massive to my Prelude, it weighs almost twice as much as my Prelude, coming in at 4,100 pounds dry. The Prelude comes in at about 2,500 pounds dry. Although it's not the end of the world and it does make it nice and it makes it ride a bit better, it's a little bit annoying given that it's a sport coupe, quote-unquote sport coupe, that it's such a big vehicle. Another thing I hate about this car, and you can really see it on the rear half, is the visibility. This vehicle, you're lucky if you can even see out the windshield. Since this vehicle is an economy and commuter car, it has very thick pillars, and especially because it's the coupe version of a sedan, that makes it so the rear pillars on the sedan, which are pretty thick to begin with, have to be twice as thick on the coupe. If you're going to merge on the highway and you turn around, all you see is a massive chunk of metal blocking you from seeing just about anything. And this is the same on the front. If you're going to take a left at a 4-way intersection, for example, all you can see is that massive A-pillar that's just blocking anything. You really have to lean back or forward to either see through the windshield or out the side window. Another thing is with the Prelude, my other car, I can actually see the hood and I can see where all 4 corners of the vehicle are, but with the Accord, you can't see the hood no matter how high up you sit. You can barely just see the little lip of it. You can't actually see it. It's super annoying and it makes it really hard to park and drive this vehicle. Another thing that I do not like about my 05 Accord Coupe is the insurance. Granted, I only have liability, it's still extremely expensive compared to my Prelude, and I'm not sure if that's because of weight, age, top speed, or what other factors may vary the price, but it's a lot more expensive than I feel like paying compared to the Prelude. To put it in perspective, I think I'm about $1,100 per year for liability for the Accord, and only $600 or $700 for the Prelude. That's actually my reasoning behind getting a new daily, which you guys will see in the next video, hopefully, or maybe even the video before this. I'm not sure what order I'm uploading them, but you'll know. Another thing I really dislike about the Accord is how common these vehicles are. Compared to some other cars, more unique ones like the CRX, the Prelude, even the Civic Si, the Accord is super common, especially the 7th generation. The 7th generation Accord was made from 2003 to 2007 with a facelift in 06 and 07, which makes it a bit more desirable. However, I just cracked my windshield. However, the 06 and 07 have the K24A8. I have the K24A4, still not exactly a desirable engine, but that's what brings me to my next point. This is not the best K-Series out of any Honda you can buy. Albeit it is a K-Series with the iVTEC 2.4 liter inline 4, producing about 160 horsepower and 145 to 155 foot-pounds of torque. It's definitely no slouch on the highway, but it's also not as good as the Acura RSX Type S, which comes with a 6-speed manual and a K20A2, which has higher flow and better ported heads, a higher flow intake, better throttle body, it's drive-by-wire. It has a lot more things that are considered to be better, although I prefer cable-driven throttles. Anywho, it is a better car, so although it is a K-Series, so is the CR-V. Speaking of transmissions, sadly, and this one's specific to my car, this one's an automatic, and that's another thing I don't like about it. I'm not anti-automatic. I know there are a lot of people who are, and there are a lot of people who will swear by never driving an automatic. But it is pretty practical for a daily, especially sitting in traffic, so I can't complain there. But if we're going for a fun factor, then yeah, I'd rather have a manual. Now, one last thing I want to talk about is the interior of these vehicles. So, honestly, it's all cheap plastic. Everything in this interior is plastic. From these cloth, but also plastic A-pillar covers guarding the airbag. Even the door handles are just chromed plastic. This trim on the door, everything. I don't think there's one bit of actual metal in this entire interior. Although, It's made to look like it's aluminum, but it's not. This can be seen in my headliner right up here, which is sagging pretty badly, which is super annoying. Now, of course, that's just because I had a new windshield put in. However, it's a sign that it's not perfect. And I know with the Preludes, you have a vinyl headliner, which can't actually sag. It makes it much more efficient. Also, Hondas are known to have poor window regulators. Luckily, mine haven't gone yet, which is pretty surprising, to be honest. However, my passenger door handle doesn't work on the inside, so I have to take off that door card, which is super inefficient. It just kind of shows the build quality of the Honda. They're not really going for all the frilly luxury stuff. They really are just bare bones, plastic, make it work as best as possible for the price, and you kind of really see that here. So that about sums up the 7 things or so that I really don't like about the 05 Accord Coupe. If we're going for some things I do like, you guys can see that in the next video, but mostly it's fuel economy. It's just fuel. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it and you want to see more like this, hit the like button, comment what you liked about it, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel with the notification bell on so you know when I upload my next video. Like I said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.